Hey, stop what you're doing! This is deep sentinel security!
Off my porch, you on camera, I got you!
Get out of there! I'm calling the cops!
In April 2018, a group of armed intruders tried to break into a man's home in Chicago. They were wearing masks and seemed very calm. Almost like they knew the owner wasn't there. However, they were mistaken. As soon as they got the door open, the owner started screaming and held the door shut. Even though the robbers had weapons, they couldn't do much without making a huge scene. They eventually ran away. Not all burglars are experts, and here's a clear example of that. As 3 suspects break into a house and start searching for valuables, they barge in without realizing they're being recorded by a Ring camera. The homeowner gets an alert and sees them in the house. He goes a step further by shouting that he's calling the police.
Hey, I'm calling the police right now. The police is coming right now. The police is coming right now. Bye, guys. Gotcha.
Even if he isn't actually calling, the burglars don't want to take any chances and decide to leave. A portable lithium-ion battery for charging cell phones is common in many homes for convenience, but it can be dangerous. Check out the video footage of this fire to see how serious it can be. Fortunately, no dogs were harmed. The owners had a dog door and managed to get out safely. It's funny that the dog who started the fire seemed to watch the flames, like he was aware of the trouble he caused. At 3:02 a.m. in Vallejo, California, 2 thieves tried to rob a dispensary, but when the alarm went off, they ran away scared.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. This is private property. The police are being called.
Later that same night, at 5:23 a.m., 3 more thieves attempted to break in with a crowbar, but the alarm stopped them too.
Hey, stop what you're doing! This is deep sentinel security! You are being recorded! The police are on their way!
It's great to see 2 crimes thwarted in one night like that. In Dallas, Texas, a man appeared to be a respectable individual walking down the street with a ladder. His boldness made it seem like he was just going about his day, but he was actually planning to steal. Fortunately, a neighbor noticed his suspicious behavior and called him out, so he didn't manage to steal anything. In Montclair, New Jersey, 3 individuals broke into a house at night. The homeowner wasn't home at the time, but received an alert on their phone. homeowner quickly called the police, and these 3 intruders were arrested. In Brooklyn, New York, a man attempted to remove a Ring camera from someone's property, but fortunately didn't succeed. The theft of Ring cameras has become a significant issue in the US as these home security devices grow in popularity. Victims of Ring camera theft are encouraged to report the incident to local law enforcement and contact Ring customer support. Ring often provides assistance by offering information that can help recover the stolen device or identify the thieves using footage from other nearby cameras. On February 2, 2022, a contractor was working on an empty townhome in Texas when a masked man attacked him with a weapon and a pipe. He forced the contractor into a bathroom, tied him up, and kept an ear on the police scanner to avoid getting caught. The attacker wasn't just there to assault the contractor, he also planned to steal everything in the townhome. With the homeowners absent and the contractor restrained, he searched the place for over an hour before escaping in the contractor's truck with the stolen items. The truck was later found abandoned in a restaurant parking lot, but the suspect had already fled. This man was fed up with package thieves emptying his porch, so he decided to take action and put an end to his naivety. A thief came by, inspected the box carefully, but failed to realize it was a decoy. When he picked it up and started walking, an explosion sounded. The loud crackle startled the thief, causing him to drop the package and awkwardly run backwards. Over the next few days, other would-be thieves visited and experienced the same shocking surprise. Not what they had anticipated, but likely enough to make them think twice before swiping a box again. In this video, a 70-year-old man is involved. You can see a car turning around, stopping traffic, and then parking with its lights off. Immediately, some guys jump out and rush into the house. It was reported that these guys were armed, and that's where the other footage was recorded from. Let's take a look. The incident was reported to the police, but unfortunately, no arrests have been made so far. In Austin, Texas, a man was caught attempting to break into random apartments using a set of random keys he apparently found. He tried various keys in the hope of gaining entry, but fortunately didn't succeed. This incident serves as a reminder of the importance of securing your keys. If they fall into the wrong hands, the consequences could be severe. A young woman was browsing through a pile of parcels on a porch, deciding which one to take, when she ended up facing an embarrassing situation. She carried a large box to her car and then returned for more.
Hey, what are you doing?
However, the homeowner caught her in the act and began scolding her.
Is this Deborah's house?
No.
Deborah?
No, it's not. Put my packages back on the porch.
In a panic, the thief asked if this was Deborah's house, trying to cover up her actions. She returned the box to the pile, apologizing repeatedly.
I apologize.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then, the thief walked back to her car and drove off the driveway. It was a pretty odd scene, all things considered. This homeowner took it upon himself to make package thieves think twice about their actions by sending over 6 porch pirates running back in fear. He did something remarkable. He placed a wrapped box on his porch, attracting thieves like moths to a flame. What they didn't realize was that the box was a fake, packed with harmless weapon shells. When the thieves picked it up, the box made a surprisingly loud noise, causing them to panic. Terrified, they dropped the package and fled the scene. Some of them were so scared they couldn't even walk properly as they left. In Columbus, Ohio, a man was caught snooping around someone's house in broad daylight. The homeowner confronted him, and the intruder quickly left the scene.
Hey, get off my porch! Off my porch, you on camera, I got you!
You got me. Well, who's your porch and who are you?
And I know the police know who you are, get off my porch!
Fortunately, the situation didn't escalate further, and the homeowner's prompt action helped prevent any potential harm. A Ring doorbell recorded a neighbor having a heated argument with another resident about a car. The neighbor wants the car moved. Let's see how it unfolds.
What's up, man? What's up with you? No, would you mind moving your truck just a couple feet? No, I'm not gonna move my truck. Get off my door and don't touch my ring either. All right. It's not my.
No, you know what?
Don't be rude to me. I saw you touch my ring when you came up to my door.
Because you found out you don't know how to install it, man. I'll have your truck towed.
The situation might have been resolved more smoothly if both parties had acted more maturely. This robber came well prepared for his heist, but didn't realize this neighborhood would be his downfall. Wearing a ski mask, he checked to see if anyone was watching, unaware that someone was, just not yet. Seeing no immediate threat, he grabbed a parcel from the porch and casually walked away. Moments later, a neighbor, having witnessed the theft, started chasing him. The robber's escape worsened when a car joined the pursuit. 10 minutes later, 2 police cars arrived, ready to take him to jail. This encounter was a tough lesson for him. In Columbus, Ohio, a man attempted to steal a chair right off someone's porch without realizing he was being recorded. The homeowner received an alert on his phone, confronted the thief, and the man took off running. Having a security camera proved beneficial, allowing the homeowner to keep an eye on and deter potential thieves. A minor decided to grab a parcel from a woman's porch, but probably didn't think it through. The woman, alerted to the theft, ran outside and yelled at the thief.
You don't steal things off people's porches. We did not do that. I just watched you do it.
The young girl didn't need any more prompting. She dropped the parcel immediately and ran off, not waiting for the woman to catch up. In Columbus, Ohio, a man appeared at someone's home, wielding a large knife, and it wasn't his first time at this residence with the same weapon.
Hello? Anybody home? I'm welcome, thank you.
Disturbed by his actions, the homeowner called the police. It was discovered that the man had previous run-ins with the law. He was eventually charged with aggravated menacing and possession of a weapon under disability. In East Point, Michigan, a man tried to break into a business with a set of keys late at night but wasn't successful. He had attempted to break in several times before. The incident was reported to the police and the man was arrested. In Miami, Florida, a man was standing on someone's porch, but the homeowner wasn't going to tolerate it. She asked him to leave her property, but he initially refused to move.
Excuse me, but you need to get off my property right now, or I'll call the police. Hello? Hello? Sir, get off my property or I will call the police. Hello? Get off my property or I will call the police. Si no se mueve de mi propiedad, voy a llamar a la policía. Fuera.
After some time, he left, only to return later that night with a few friends. This time, the homeowner felt compelled to call the police. However, by the time the officers arrived, these people had already left. A woman tried to break into a car, but when the security personnel spoke up, it scared her and her accomplice away.
This is Deep Shadow Street. Was there something I can assist you with?
This video shows why having a security camera is so important. A woman attempted to steal mail from a mailbox at someone's home, unaware that she was being observed. When the homeowner confronted her, she quickly fled the scene.
Doing? Yeah, put our shit back.
It's important to note that incidents of mail theft should be reported to the USPS Postal Inspection Service, the law enforcement branch of the Postal Service. They investigate mail theft and collaborate with other law enforcement agencies to catch criminals. This young boy was about to have a pretty embarrassing moment. He rang the doorbell and, seeing no one answer, picked up a parcel and tried to leave. However, a neighbor saw him and started yelling at the kid. The boy, not knowing what to do, simply showed the box, hoping it would justify his actions. As he was putting the box down, the homeowner also came out and began yelling at him. To top it off, the neighbor joined in. The boy ended up having a rough day, getting dragged away by the neighbor while the sleepy homeowner watched in disbelief. A homeless man vandalized a porch and then fled the scene. It's puzzling why some people feel the need to damage others' property. Fortunately, the incident was reported to the police, and he was arrested. This guy tried to break into a business at night, but he didn't know he was on camera. When the security system went off, it scared him so much that he ran away. It's great to see his plan fall apart like that. In Spokane, Washington, a man showed up at someone's house and attempted to enter, but he ended up falling on the porch.
I'm just tripping. No, no, no! No, no, no! Okay, I remember there was a... wall right here.
It appeared he was under the influence of some substance. This serves as a reminder that while drugs might seem appealing, they are certainly not worth the risk. A masked man knocked on a door and waited to see if anyone was home. When no one answered, he began filling his bag with boxes. The homeowner was waiting for the right moment to confront him. She told him to drop the boxes, which surprised him, but he claimed he was a delivery man. The thief tried to trick her by dropping a few boxes on the porch and hiding the rest in his bag. Fortunately, a neighbor saw what was happening and took all the parcels back from him. The man left unhappy. Perhaps he needs to improve his acting skills. In West Palm Beach, Florida, a man attempted to break into a home and was seen peering through windows. The homeowner received an alert on her phone and decided to confront him through the security system.
Hello? Hello?
Startled, the man quickly fled without responding.
Hello? Hello, what are you doing? Hello?
The homeowner called the police, and it was later discovered that the man was homeless and intoxicated. In Bonita, California, a man was stealing from multiple mailboxes when one homeowner, who had a Ring mailbox camera, caught him in the act. When confronted, the thief pretended to be the next-door neighbor.
¿Qué pasó, man? ¿Qué pasó?
This is mine or this is yours? You in
Can I help you with something?
I'm in 368. Your neighbor.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So I was confused on if it 366 was mine or 368. But
Okay, 368 is yours.
You have mail.
Fortunately, he didn't get away with anything, and his attempt was stopped. A doorbell camera caught a disturbing scene, a man with a knife entering the property. Fortunately, the homeowner stopped him before anything could happen.
Hey, bro, get here. I will beat your ass. I will kill you. Get the out of here.
The man's intentions remain unclear, but he definitely appeared to be acting strangely. Imagine going to steal boxes and finding the homeowner waiting at the door. A robber was thrilled when he saw a bunch of boxes neatly stacked on the porch, but he didn't realize he was being watched. He took his time grabbing a few boxes and carrying them to his car. He even came back for more. Talk about bold. But this time, the homeowner was coming down the stairs. When the robber returned for the big box, he ran into the homeowner instead. He tried to deceive him, but was soon seen jogging away. Luckily, the homeowner got his packages back. In New Jersey, a man decided to rummage through someone's vehicle that was left unlocked during broad daylight. Unbeknownst to him, the owner was watching from a window.
Joining me now is Representative Nancy Pelosi. Donald Trump was a president when he removed those documents. He was a president that has a right to classify. He was a president that put it in an area.
When the owner shouted at him, the intruder quickly took off.
Get out of there! I'm calling the cops! You're going to jail!
Fortunately, he didn't succeed in stealing anything. A man approached someone's house late at night with ill intentions. He attempted to break in, but the two-way audio security system was activated, and security personnel called him out through it.
Hey, this is Big Shadow Security, your private property. Hey, this is Steve Sentinel Security, your private property. Get out of here.
Attention. This area is under live surveillance.
This startled him so much that he immediately took off running. A man showed up at someone's house in broad daylight and tried to steal a package from the porch. However, the security system kicked in, startling him, and he quickly abandoned the package and fled.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Drop the package. If you do not belong here, the police are being notified.
It would have been quite humorous if, during the moment he was grabbing the package, a bike thief had taken his bike and ridden away. We have a group of 3 hooded suspects sneaking into a parking garage after hours in Kent, Washington. As soon as our live guard spots them on the camera, he intervenes and scares them off.
Hello, good evening. This is Deep Sentinel Security. You 3 guys just entered. Hey, this is a private property. Police are on the way.
It's pretty funny to see these guys running away like that. A trespasser tried to steal a catalytic converter from a Land Rover at an auto body shop in Aurora, Colorado. This shop employs a private security team that monitors the property after hours. The thief fled as soon as he heard the security guard's voice, preventing the theft.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security. May I help you? Leave this area immediately or police will be contacted.
Catalytic converter theft is a major issue in the United States because these components contain valuable metals like platinum, palladium, and rhodium, which are highly valued on the scrap market. Catalytic converters play a crucial role in a vehicle's exhaust system by reducing harmful emissions. 4 men arrived at a cannabis shop in Denver, Colorado at 12:31 a.m. As soon as the live guard saw them approaching the main entrance, she quickly intervened and activated the alarm.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. You are being recorded. You need to leave the property immediately.
The suspects tried to pry open the door for a while, but eventually realized that the live guard had already called the local police. They fled the property without causing any further damage. A burglary occurred between Saturday, February 20th, and Sunday, February 21st, 2016, at the Revere Apartments located at 1725 S. Bascom Avenue. Surveillance footage showed an early 2000s model, two-tone Ford truck parking in the complex's lot. Two males exited the vehicle. One pried open an exterior door while the other kept watch. They knew the layout, heading to the underground parking to access a locked storage room where residents store bicycles. They broke into the room and stole 4 bicycles, including a Plum and black Ellsworth Epiphany, valued at $3,000, and a gray men's Raleigh 29ER belt drive worth $1,000. Fortunately, both suspects were arrested by the Campbell police. At a bicycle shop in Fontana Valley, California, at 4:30 a.m., 2 individuals attempted to break in. Unaware they were being monitored, they tried prying and kicking the back door. The live guard, observing this, intervened immediately and scared them off.
Hello, this is Deep Sentinel Security.
Today's technology is impressive. It's remarkable how easily thefts like these can be prevented with quick responses and surveillance. In Oakland, California, a potential burglar tried to break into an apartment complex. She was caught tampering with the door, but a quick response from a live security guard, who spoke to her through the system, scared her off.
Deep Sentinel Security, can I help you?
It's a reminder that threats are common, and having a robust security system can make a big difference in preventing such incidents. A man entered an office building, but quickly left after receiving a verbal warning.
This is on-view surveillance monitoring. We detected criminal activity and alerted security and police. You need to leave immediately.
It's puzzling why people continue to engage in such behavior, especially when surveillance cameras are so prevalent. It seems some still take the risk, despite the high likelihood of getting caught. Someone was at the mailboxes at a strange time trying to open them, but a voice command scared him away. The U.S. Postal Service and others suggest using lockable mailboxes and picking up mail soon after it's delivered. For sending mail with important information, it's best to use secure postal locations. Check out this video of a shady person hanging around parked cars in Little Neck, New York. As soon as the guard calls out, the suspect leaves and doesn't come back.
This is Deep Sentinel Security. Is there something I can assist you with?
It makes you wonder why these troublemakers don't put as much effort into finding a job instead of trying to steal. On June 3rd, 2019, at about 1:20 a.m., a man was caught looking into a bedroom window at a home on Bismarck Drive in Campbell. He moved around to get a better view through the window where a child was sleeping. When the child's father confronted him, he ran away. The police put out the surveillance video, which helped identify and arrest the man. A man carrying a gasoline container approached a car, seemingly with bad intentions. However, he was stopped by an advanced dispatch system and quickly took off.
Warning: this area is protected by on-view surveillance monitoring. Criminal activity has been detected. The police have been alerted. Please leave immediately.
Luckily, this prevented what could have been an arson attempt, avoiding potentially serious consequences. At a business in Oakland, a masked person attached his truck to the property's door, planning to pull it off its hinges using the truck. Just as he was about to drive away, Deep Sentinel guards stepped in and activated the alarm.
Hey, security, stop what you're doing! The police are being called!
The would-be thief then detached the truck from the door and drove away without causing any damage. A man attempted to break into a house in New Jersey while the homeowner was away. However, the homeowner's security system activated and scared the intruder away.
Hey, this is Deep Sentinel Security. Can I help you?
The police arrived within 7 minutes, but by then, the intruder had already fled and was never found. A suspect tried to steal a catalytic converter from an SUV at a car dealership in Cleveland, Ohio. When the guards saw the suspect under the vehicle, he intervened using the camera system and deterred him.
Hey, you, stop what you're doing. Police are on the way.
Fortunately, the catalytic converter was not stolen. The number of catalytic converter thefts has surged recently, driven by rising prices of the precious metals they contain. Cities and areas with many vehicles often report more thefts of this kind. Early on May 31st, 2016, thefts occurred at several homes along Harrison Avenue in Campbell. Surveillance footage captured 2 suspects approaching a home. One entered the fenced front yard and stole an American flag and its pole.
I don't know if that's American or non-American. What the then? 1 and 11. 3, 2, 1. 7.
While attempting to flee, this suspect tried to jump over a 3-foot gate, fell, and seemed to injure himself. He was seen and heard moaning in pain on the ground before limping away with the flag.
It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
didn't get away yet. We should perform a heist. Okay, so we need a hobble, or should we call, like... I'm gonna pull you up. You gotta stand on your left leg, obviously. Yeah. Hobble is good. You know that you broke the string? Holy epic episode.
Meanwhile, the second suspect stole another American flag from a nearby home. The Campbell Police Department released this footage hoping for leads, which eventually led to the suspect's arrest. An early morning theft occurred on Wednesday, April 20th, 2016. Starting around 12:45 a.m., a red 4-door Jeep Wrangler Unlimited was stolen from a driveway on the 1900 block of Elman Street in Houston, Texas. Surveillance footage showed the first suspect approaching the Jeep, opening the hood, and tampering with the vehicle's components, likely to disable the alarm. After closing the hood, this suspect left the scene. A second suspect then arrived, opened the driver's side door, and appeared to work inside the vehicle, possibly further disabling the alarm system and manipulating the ignition with an electronic device. At 12:57 a.m., this second suspect successfully started the Jeep and was seen backing it out of the driveway and driving away. Fortunately, both suspects were later arrested. A suspect tried to steal a catalytic converter from a pickup truck at a car dealership in Hickory, North Carolina. As soon as the security guard saw the thief moving towards the underside of the vehicle, he intervened through the security camera and scared him off.
Hello, this is Deep Central Security. The area is closed. Leave the property.
Replacing a stolen catalytic converter can be expensive, with costs ranging from $1,000 to $3,000 depending on the vehicle model. Such thefts can also cause a lot of inconvenience, damage to the vehicle, and higher insurance premiums for the victims. A burglary took place on November 27, 2015, around 7:30 p.m. at a home on the 2800 block of Smithers Drive in San Jose, California. The two suspects entered the residence through an unlocked sliding glass door and ransacked 2 bedrooms. One of the suspects used a pry tool to open a door leading to the garage. Fortunately, these individuals were arrested later. In LA, this guy swapped his old bike for someone's new one right in their garage. Not too shabby, right? At least he left his old one behind. Just kidding. In Hamlet, North Carolina, a guy was loitering around someone's property. The homeowner, suspecting he might be up to no good, called him out and he took off running.
Hey, what's up?
Hey!
I don't know what the hell. I don't know. He ran.
It's always better to be safe than sorry. In Los Angeles, California, a guy showed up at someone's house around 10:42 p.m. The homeowner got a notification on her phone and confronted him.
I'm gonna call 911. Get the f out.
He has a history of being arrested for trespassing multiple times, but he keeps coming back. Some people just never learn. At 9:22, a white SUV pulled into the driveway. Two individuals with covered faces got out while a third person stayed in the driver's seat. Quickly, surveillance cameras captured the suspects trying to break into the house by smashing glass. Inside, the family's 18-year-old daughter hid in the main bedroom, terrified as she noticed shadows moving outside her door. In just 6 minutes, the thieves managed to steal jewelry and electronics before escaping in their SUV. On August 3, 2024, TikTok user Della D shared a video from her doorbell camera in San Francisco. It showed a woman acting weird and paranoid on her doorstep at 4:16 a.m. She found it creepy and posted it on TikTok, where it quickly went viral. Della D mentioned that she and her family had never seen the woman before and had slept through the whole incident. She advised people in the area to stay cautious. A man was captured on video attempting to break into a car parked in a driveway, aiming to steal the vehicle or items inside. As he tried to open the car, the security camera alerted him that he was being recorded, causing him to flee the scene.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
The presence of the camera helped prevent a potential car robbery. In Los Angeles, California, two guys robbed a woman in broad daylight. Someone watching the whole thing called the police, but they couldn't find the thieves. No arrests have been made yet. A group of people was caught on camera in a violent exchange, which quickly caused panic among the residents. The homeowner was watching the security footage at the time and called the police, but it's not clear if any arrests were made. In Fort Worth, Texas, a surveillance camera captured footage of a car recklessly speeding forward and crashing into a solid gated fence. After this startling event, the car's passengers exited the vehicle with surprising calmness and casually walked away from the scene of the accident. In San Francisco, California, a guy was acting suspiciously in broad daylight, completely unaware of a camera recording him. When the homeowner shouted at him, he was startled and ran away.
Hey, what the f***? Get that down from there! What the hell are you doing? You're trying to beat me up.
The homeowner called the police, but they couldn't locate the guy. A woman reacted aggressively to her doorbell camera after noticing the person on the screen was covering it.
You're gonna need to get your hand off my camera right now!
Moments later, it became clear that the individual she was yelling and cursing at was a police officer who claimed to be covering the camera as part of safety procedures.
I apologize.
Hand! Don't cover my camera! Listen, don't cover my camera! Don't cover my camera!
However, police should not cover a doorbell camera for safety reasons, as this could cause misidentifications, potentially leading to dangerous situations. After the homeowner refused to cooperate, the police officers in the video decided to leave. These teens were walking along the road when one of them decided to target a car. This guy should definitely be arrested for vandalism. Damaging someone's property is just low. This guy was wandering around a neighborhood acting suspiciously before he decided to approach a specific house.
I was your neighbor. I was trying to see if y'all had like some pasta sauce I could borrow.
I don't. You might try, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know any of the neighbors.
Alright.
Sorry.
Appreciate it.
What would you have done in this situation? Open the door like this guy did or call the cops right away? Families in this neighborhood were abruptly awakened by a scene resembling an action movie. Car alarms blared near the site of the explosion, and concerned residents stayed inside their homes, wary of what had occurred. If you experience a large explosion nearby, immediately seek shelter to protect yourself from debris, move away from the area, and call emergency services. Approaching the site of an explosion is risky because of potential ongoing dangers like secondary explosions, fires, structural damage, or hazardous materials that could pose immediate threats to your safety. Sadly, the cause and any victims of the explosion are still unknown. In Bakersfield, California, two guys chose the wrong house to hang out at.
May I ask, what are you doing on my porch?
We're looking for our friend.
Can you please leave before I call the police? Thank you.
Thankfully, they left without causing any trouble. In the video, a man is seen persistently knocking on a homeowner's door, trying to enter the house.
Please.
The homeowner, understandably wary, ignores him for several hours while the man, who seems to be under the influence of drugs, continues to stand outside.
Nigga, I'm so geeked up. And I'm so high.
I might just kick in the door. Don't even do it.
After being ignored for a long time and still not leaving, the homeowner eventually confronts the man.
Door lights on. Hey, pal, I got it. It's loaded. I'm telling you right now, you gotta leave.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Threatened by the homeowner, the man finally decides to leave. In Portland, Oregon, 2 people tried to break into a house while the homeowner was out.
Right, okay. Good. Ready? Can I kick it? If you want. That looks like a pack last one. Huh? That's uncool, bro. What? That means I need a gun. Right here. It's unplugged, bro. Ow. Okay. Oh. You go back. Where you going, bro? Are you sure it's unplugged? Yes. Okay. Oh, they all resurrected, bro. I think we're done. I think the only way in is through.
Luckily, they didn't get in, and the homeowner avoided a direct confrontation. Just so you know, the average burglary lasts about 8 to 10 minutes, and typically, the loss per break-in is around $2,500 in property and valuables. No matter how much security you have, thieves will always find a way around it. For example, in South Africa, some guys recently broke into a house with high-tech electronic beams, and their method is impressive. 3 men crawled into the house, avoiding the beams and the burglar alarms. They were well organized, entering one by one and keeping quiet. The robbers knew exactly what they were doing because, even though their entry was slow, they needed to be quick when leaving. With the items they were stealing, they couldn't afford to take their time. This woman showed up at someone's house and tried to break in, but the homeowner was right at the door.
What are you? What are you?
I was told they can knock.
Huh?
My friend said to knock.
Go on, have this.
Okay.
This is not your home, not your body.
Oh, I didn't know. No bad.
She definitely gives off a creepy vibe. There's something off about her. Usually, Ring doorbell videos capture eerie visitors at the front door, but this particular video from Chicago, Illinois, captures something just as shocking. The footage shows a gloomy day in the neighborhood when suddenly, a car swiftly maneuvers to avoid hitting another vehicle. Unfortunately, in trying to avoid the collision, the car ends up crashing into a tree right in front of the house. After the crash, the driver paces back and forth outside the car in frustration before eventually getting back in and driving away. A stranger is caught checking someone's front door, looking for easy access. When his attempt doesn't work, he leaves as quickly as he came. It's pretty unsettling, right? The police have been notified about this incident. A homeowner suspected theft and reviewed his security camera footage, which showed a thief stealing a ladder, unaware of the cameras capturing his face. If your security camera records someone stealing from your property, save the video, contact the police to report the theft, and submit the footage as evidence. This is exactly what the homeowner did, leading to the thief's arrest. In Columbus, Georgia, a guy showed up at someone's house and started talking nonsense.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, little slut. Just want to hug you. Maybe give you the finger. You're welcome. Cheating. I'll be right here. Call the cop. You're cheating, bastard, pedophile, bastard, slut. We like people with little dicks and balls. We like little people with little dicks and the balls. We like little people with the dicks and the balls. Looking nice and I don't like you at all.
This happens regularly, and the homeowner has called the police several times, but they still haven't taken any action. A bear is seen approaching a trash can in search of food. It finally finds something it likes and takes off with it. If you live in the suburbs, use bear-proof containers or keep your trash indoors until collection day. Most bears aren't naturally aggressive and will usually steer clear of humans, but they can be dangerous if they feel threatened, are protecting their cubs, or are startled. A person walked toward this home's backyard and saw a husky at the gate.
Hey, can I help you?
They turned around just as the homeowner stepped outside to ask if they needed help. The person claimed they were waiting for a friend in the backyard.
What are you guys doing in my backyard?
Your husband's back there.
Excuse me? You got people in my backyard? Brandon, there's people going in our backyard, him and his friend. Give me the phone so I'm going to take a picture of their license.
The wife told her husband to get up because she thought something was off, but when he checked, no one was there. It's unclear what that guy was up to, but thankfully, nothing bad happened. In Fontana, California, a guy showed up at someone's house while chatting on the phone.
Uh-oh. What happened? Yeah, hey, what's up? Hey, yeah. So you gonna take care of that? Okay, but come on, what, I'm trying to figure out the address here, where we at. Okay, alright. Yeah, done. What do I do? You wanna die? But I'm gonna have everything. You're dead, but deadbeat. He's gonna be dead today. He's dead today.
He definitely looks a bit out of it, like he is under the influence. This guy was snooping around someone's property and messing with their things, but he didn't realize he was being watched.
Hey, dude, what?
When the homeowner came outside to confront him, he took off.
Hey, no, get out of here, man. Fuck. Jack, get in here. Matt.
Even the little baby ran out after that creep, sensing that something wasn't right. On a quiet, rainy night with thunder rolling overhead, a video posted by Dr. Pet Mom captured a dramatic scene. A lightning bolt aimed at a house suddenly diverted and struck a nearby pole instead. The loud crack of the lightning startled everyone, but fortunately, there was no damage to the people inside. This incident showcased the terrifying yet awe-inspiring power of nature. In Oakland, California, a guy came to a house pretending to be a DoorDash driver to check it out for a future burglary.
Hi, we'll be right there.
After scouting the place, he left.
Yes, may I help you?
Hey, do you order DoorDash?
I don't think so.
You order
What number are
something?
you looking for?
Okay, never mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, never mind. Thank you. Thank you.
A little while later, his accomplices showed up and tried to break in. Fortunately, the homeowner was there and scared them off. Be cautious. Criminals are using tactics like this to case homes for future burglaries. This is Joshua DeLuche, who turned out to be an awful roommate. After being 2 months late with his rent, his roommate decided to kick him out. Joshua came back, robbed his roommate, tied him up, and threw him in the back of his car.
What? Down. Huh? On your knees. Bro. On your knees now. On your knees. Bro. On your knees. What's the issue? I'm not gonna say it one more time. Bro, what's the issue? On your knees now. What's the issue? Bro, I'm not around. What's the issue? On your knees now. What's the issue? Whatever you want to go. What's the issue? You. Be quiet.
Luckily, his roommate managed to escape and seek help. It seems there was a camera recording the whole incident, which is surprising given that Joshua didn't realize he was being filmed. Now, the Houston police are searching for Joshua. On Thursday, September 20th, 2018, around 2 a.m., 4 suspects broke into a business on the 4,900 block of Irvington Boulevard in Houston, Texas. Surveillance cameras recorded them breaking into the building, forcing open a toolbox, and stealing several cell phones.
Almost in the same zone. Keep looking around. Keep on. Keep looking. Keep looking. See, look. Hey. No, bro, that shit in the safe. We almost took it out of. Stop.
They placed the phones into bags and ran away on foot. Fortunately, after a thorough investigation, the Houston Police Department was able to arrest all 4 suspects. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.